So as it stands, Chelsea on course to set a club record of 13 successive home wins in all competitions. But it has not been as comfortable as one might expect against a team currently 6th in League One. When Ramirez got that second goal, we really did think that might be that, but this Bradford side are a spirited bunch. Just ask Arsenal about that. They found out to their cost, as did Aston Villa. Seen 3 high-quality goals in this match, and Clive Walker, it is a cup tie which is not over yet.
Well, it certainly isn't, and I think their goal has given them that little bit of hope, and I tend to feel they didn't lack confidence in the first half. They played with an air of confidence and belief that they could cause an upset, and I think it's been typified by their goal, thoroughly deserved.
Big first 10 minutes in the second half, you feel. Chelsea can get the third and edge away again.
I just
pole position.
Yeah, I just wonder what was said at half-time. You know, same players are out there. I think the emphasis would have been on keeping the ball and making sure our passes are better. Play to a blue shirt, play like you're in control of the game. I think if you're in control of the game, the opposition will get dragged out, but they've got to score.
This is Drogba. Ramirez trying to clip one over the top for Salah, just sliced off his boot. Remy. Well, almost managed to work that through to Christensen, who made a good run.
Yeah, it was unlucky.
All on his own up there.
It was unlucky. Again, you know, this is what I said before. We need to take control, and I think around halfway, our passing in the first half wasn't the best, and I think that's usually where we are very, very good, and we need to take control of that area of the park.
Hudson's come to a wide left roll at the start of the second half at Bradford. I wonder if they're going to go 5 in midfield with Stead up front on his own, not just behind. Holiday hurt, but play goes on.
Well done, Oscar, initially, and then gave the ball away.
Davis uncertain here. Salah's pinched it off him.
Well, if there's one player who needs to give a little bit more second half, it's Mo Salah, and I think we've seen his energy levels rise already, and I think that's what he's trying to show.
Good ball. Remy! Oh, didn't miss by much.
Much better. Much more positive by Mohamed Salah initially, and I think obviously something would have been said to him, you know, you need to up your game. You need to show, just relax a little bit more. He's trying to impress too much, you feel, with only a few games this season. But he finds Remy with a lovely little ball, and Remy very, very quick and sharp, and showing how good he can be in front of goal. Difficult angle, can't quite steer it on target.
Gone from Hansen, Oscar up into the air.
Much better by Ramirez as well, positive, attacking the ball. And that's what I said about the midfield area. We need to start to dominate that position.
Zuma under pressure from 2. He's hit one of the floodlights.
Well, that suggested he didn't go out of play.
Meredith. Good whip on his cross. Great ball in that. Just too high for Hansen.
Azpilicueta does well, to be fair, Matt. Gets himself into a great position here, just to clear the danger. A wonderful ball in by Meredith.
Halliday. He's the top tier of the shed.
Well, again, he's got himself into a good position. Halliday just needed to steady himself a little bit. Slightly off balance as he takes this shot. Thankfully, it goes over the crossbar. We see it again. Slightly on the stretch, slightly off balance, always underneath the ball. And those are the sort of half chances we don't need to be given.
Just joined on a permanent basis this week, Andy Halliday. He was on loan from Middlesbrough. And Francois Zoko extended deals to keep him here till the end of the season at least. Halliday on a short-term contract. Zoko, who's on the bench, extending his loan from Blackpool till the end of the campaign. Bet that John Stead goal was greeted with a groan by the likes of Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Nathan Aki. Chelsea had gone 2-0 up and then maybe 3. We would have thought there was a high probability we would have seen them. We still might. Here's Billy Knott though for Bradford. Stead playing it short. First time cross swung over, looking for Hansen. Big enough to win the header. Knott couldn't bring it down.
I tell you what, Matt, do you know what I like about their crosses? Their crosses have not... I can't remember one that's been short where the first defender's blocked it off. They've got in crossing positions on a few occasions, and what they've done is they put it into the box to give them a chance. You know, sometimes we say you don't have to be absolutely perfect. We expect quality when we're in that right position, but for a team like Bradford, they're just putting it in the box with a little bit of hope, and I think that's not such a bad thing. You know, just give your forwards an opportunity. If it hits the first man, they've got no chance.
Meredith's long throw a couple of times already. Only for Hansen. So high boot there from Craig Liddell. Not looking for Meredith again. Crunching challenge between he and Christensen, and it's a Bradford corner.
Yeah, he's done well, Christensen. Meredith's in a good position. Looked like he's going to get the opportunity in front of the Bradford faithful to get a ball in, but Christensen's sharp and quick to get across and get a good block in.
Moraes to whip it over. Davis will keep it alive.
Again though, Matt, we got to the ball first, and it means so much to get that ball somewhere out of the danger area just so we can regroup. Well done, Kurt Zuma, good defending. Oh, he's a big character, isn't he, to get round. Certainly is a strong lad. Very easily just sees Andrew Davis off there. Strange area for Davis to be in, of course, from the corner.
Well, they can't believe it, the Bradford supporters. I'm sure many of them hoped and dreamt of a positive result here, but there would have been the realists amongst them who would have thought the game would be beyond them by now.
Well, especially with being 2 up as well, he just probably thought that, you know, that might have been it. The goal that John Stead scored, the wonderful goal that John Stead scored. That lad some credit, that has got them, well, just a goal behind them with a bit of belief, and as everybody believes in the FA Cup and what it's done over the years, it does bring strange results. Of course, a big following from the Bradford fans, continually back in their team. Good turn, Remy.
Great turn. Drogba ahead of him, Salah too. And
That's
he
a
found
pointed
Derby.
pass, though, isn't it?
Derby didn't really want that there. He's shoveled it down the line looking for Stead and won a throw. Decent result for Bradford in the circumstance.
They just got themselves out of trouble, didn't they? And the throw in as well. Like a high boot.
Giving away another corner.
I think there's a high boot on Gary Cahill here. The linesman doesn't give it. They've got away with it and got themselves a corner, and this is a good bit of a period for them. 8 minutes into the second half, and you can hear the Bradford fans behind that goal at the shed end.
Hansen's header. Czech read it well.
Yeah, it's a decent header, isn't it? Again, Petacek in a good position. There wasn't a great deal of power in the header, but it's bang on target. Could have given us a problem.
Jose Mourinho out to the edge of his technical area, and usually that means that there's a problem to be addressed.
Yeah, they're obviously a little bit concerned at this moment in time.
Meredith's cross appeals for a penalty from Stead, but it's broken for Moraes, and Moraes goes for goal. He might have been better off crossing it. It's deflected behind for yet another Bradford corner.
Well, good pressure by them, isn't it? And we do have to withstand this. Spilicueta's touch just lets him down, and Moraes gets forward. Tries to get a cross in. It is deflected by Spilicueta. We see Moraes getting forward here and getting beyond Spilicueta. He gets back and gets something on the ball. Petr helps it over the crossbar.
That's a good save, actually. You would say, though, as we often do, Bradford really need to score while they are this dominant against Chelsea.
Yeah, while they're in the ascendancy, this is where they need to score, and if they do, well, have we got a cup tie on?
Another good ball in, another corner.
Well, I think Didier Drogba's got there just in time there, doing his defensive job, as we know he's very, very good at, making sure that he makes good contact, just clears it away. But it's the mental pressure now that the lads have got to hang on to. Yeah, good support coming in from Chelsea fans.
This time it's headed away and Ramirez could hook it clear.
Well, again, Christensen at the near post this time, good header.
This is so impressive from Bradford. Beaten at Yeovil last week. They are running the best team in England close at the moment.
As we said earlier, nothing to lose. 2-1 down going into the second half. You can understand they're going to have a go at it. Their energy levels could be struggling as the game goes on, but they're certainly having a go now.
McArdle's header. Halliday. Oscar with a 1-2 off Andre Mariner. Mikel under pressure and Bradford's hassling and harrying, wins the ball back again. Not to Stead. Moraes. Derby screaming up outside of him. Oh, Moraes was ponderous.
Well, Salah's got back well in the end, but he didn't do the job initially, but his pace is now taking him forward. Counter-attack on.
Eat up the ground. Out wide left to Remy. Continued his run, Salah. Remy's rolled it across to Oscar. He can hit them from here. Oscar! Williams always looked like he had it covered. It was a deflection on it, though, behind for a Chelsea corner.
Yeah, and a good counter-attack by Chelsea and getting Oscar into a good position. We know he's capable from this distance. A slight deflection just takes it away from the goal, but you feel that, like, the shot was bang on target initially. Goalkeeper was starting to move to his right-hand side. Well, we do need something to get some respite for the back four at this moment in time. A goal would be good.
Chelsea have scored from a corner once already this afternoon. Oscar whipped that one into the near post for Cahill. This one's gone toward Drogba, and it's broken for Ramirez. That's a great block from a well-positioned Moraes.
Yeah, decent enough by Ramirez. Did the right thing, striking it first time, try and get it on target. Moraes with a good block. Maybe a chance for Chelsea now to put a little bit of pressure on Bradford and see if they can withstand it. Well, we said it in the first half, didn't we, Matt, about I just don't think this is a yellow card. But just, you know, first half, arguably against the run of play we score and then we're the better side. Well, at the moment you have to say Bradford have had most of the play and look the more dangerous of the two sides, but you always expect that maybe they'll need to score in that situation. But hard work, hard graft through midfield at the moment and winning a lot of battles in there.
Concerned expression on the face of the Chelsea boss. With good cause. Moraes sends it to the edge of the penalty area. Stead too strong for Azpilicueta. Not wants it. Teed up for Billy Knott here. It's not! Oh, it was just what he was dreaming of last night.
There's one big chance, wasn't it? The one that he's worked hard for. Billy Knott found himself in good position against a club that he spent many years at as a youngster. Can't quite find the target and the shot just wide. He'll be disappointed.
Billy Knott, ex-Chelsea, ex-Real Madrid. Not many Bradford City players can say that past or present. Well, there could be shocks all over the place this weekend. It's a close game here. Manchester United couldn't beat Cambridge of League Two last night, and Patrick Bamford has put Middlesbrough ahead against Manchester City. There weren't too many surprises in the third round, but the FA Cup seems to be back to its old ways in round four. Here's Ramirez. Rather awkwardly off McArdle for a corner.
Well, at last, in many ways, you'd have to say Ramirez, who we know has been out with injury and has been fighting to get back up to top level. That's the sort of run that we've been used to. We haven't seen enough of it this season, but he's certainly got it in his locker and just showing what he can produce.
Again, Oscar goes near post. This time it was easy for Stead to defend.
Well, again, it's not the best of balls in, is it, by Oscar? And players who go forward and make these runs into position, disappointed the delivery doesn't give them a hope. And that's what I said about Bradford's crosses. They've been good. They've given players a chance. Those sorts of balls give us no chance at all.
Zuma. Remy. Played for an hour now. No change to the half-time score. Won't be too long before Jose Mourinho starts to think about substitutions. Wonder if he'll feel the need to bring on one of the big guns. Eden Hazard and Willian and Cesc Fabregas and John Terry all available.
Well, I just wonder how long it will take before, if we don't score, the score remains the same, of course. I think we're looking for another goal, and you tend to feel the likes of Willian or Eden Hazard might be the prime suspects. I think Willian probably first, and if need be, with the minutes to go, Eden Hazard. But I think he'll probably try and hang on to what he's got, Jose, while he feels we're in a commanding position, one goal to the good. But of course, if we can get a second, as the second half wears on, we might see the likes of Ruben Loftus-Cheek and possibly Nathan Aki as well. So the scoreline remains a deciding factor.
Important challenge to win that Ofsted from Gary Cahill. Decisive. Oscar. Salah. And still, Salah! Well, Williams was flailing. He knew he was beaten. Luckily for him and Bradford, it went the wrong side of the post as far as Salah and Chelsea are concerned.
Yeah, good running by Oscar, just takes away a couple of defenders. Then we see Oscar run across his line. Two players go one way. Leaves Salah one-on-one, gets it on his favoured left foot. Well, he's got into a better position here, Mo Salah, but for me, that was always wide. I think if he wants to impress enough, he's got to hit the target here and make the goalkeeper make the save. If he wants to impress even more, he's got to put it in the back of the net.
Stead and Hansen both chasing after this. Stead's won it and just about kept it in.
Well, John Stead's caused problems, hasn't he, all day today. His intelligent running in behind has been difficult to deal with.
Meredith, another good cross from Meredith. Picked up by Moraes on the far side.
Oh, well defended again, Azpilicueta has a good foot in. Let's make sure.
Good block as well from Azpilicueta. Stead. On loan from Huddersfield, John Stead. I wonder if there might be a couple of clubs higher up than League One who will look at this performance and think perhaps he could do a job for us. Only 31, so I think he'd have a couple of years in the Championship maybe left in him. Here's Mikel.
Chelsea just slowing the game down somewhat and moving the ball around a little bit better, keeping possession. There was a decent pass on for Salah, who made a good run a few moments ago, but Oscar decided not to pass, and whether that was right or wrong, I think possession is important for us at this moment in time.
Oscar, Chelsea just trying to draw the sting from Bradford. As I say, Clive, this is a good tactic. It's a good ball to Azpilicueta. Here's Remy. Got it out his feet well. Shot blocked by McArdle.
Well, again, that shows a picture really that last period of play there, where we said all along, if we're patient, we keep the ball, and we're a bit patient with the way we move the ball around, the gaps will appear. And there we saw the pass in behind, which gives Azpilicueta a chance to get on it, and that's what will happen against a League One side. And we've got to be resilient in our defending, but patient with our passing.
Flicked up toward Hansen, off Christensen, shot by Billy Knott, deflected off Zuma and behind for another corner. It's left Zuma on the floor.
Yeah, I don't know where he's been hit here, Kurt Zuma, whether he's been hit in the face or not. The referee's saying no, he's okay to get up. But again, nice little ball in, and that's the type of ball I say, if you get it over the top of the first defender, you're giving players hope, you're giving them a chance that something might fall your way. It's not perfect, but it's percentage football, in my opinion, percentage crosses, and that's what they've tended to put in all day today.
The good ball in, and yet another corner.
That's a good ball as well, Matt. Again, as I said, missing players out at the near post, players, big players attacking from a deeper position. Hansen's the one that seems to be the main target, but when he's making a run at things, he's got a better chance of getting on the end.
It's the leveller, isn't it, the set piece, and Bradford have obviously been working hard on them. And that's what we're used to seeing from Didier Drogba, defending well at the near post.
It's coming in again, though. And that's what we need to do, win it from there. Now there's a break.
Remy did well, because it looked as though he'd taken it a touch
Brilliant.
too far ahead of him.
Yeah, brilliant. Sloppy. Sloppy in the end. You know, he's done ever so well there, Remy. And a poor pass to Mo Salah. It gives Bradford a chance to make the challenge. They get a little bit of luck with the ricochet. The counter-attack was on there.
That's the clash of heads here. It's going to require both physios to come onto the pitch.
Well, it was a clash of heads and both players going down. Mikel looks in agony. I'm not too sure if their player looks like he might be slightly concussed here. And we see the clash of heads. Hits the ground quite heavily.
Billy Knott, who's down for Bradford.
He's holding his head, but maybe that's a good sign he's actually holding his head. I thought he hit the ground and was completely out cold, but I don't think he is there. Unless there's a delayed reaction.
Knott is sitting up now.
Yeah, and John looks to be in more of a concern. There's a bit of a clash, so we'll have to wait and see what the decision here is. Here we see it again. Just one of those things that happens from time to time.
Knott hit the deck really hard, actually. It looked unpleasant for both players. I think Billy Knott's going to be all right to continue, but there's got to be serious doubt over John Mikel Obi.
Well, taking a bit of time over John, and you tend to feel maybe there's a cut there that needs addressing. Maybe even could be a cheekbone or something like that. Let's hope not. Looks like maybe a cut just across the eye. A bit of time they're taking over it, and Willian is going to come on, so maybe John's not going to carry on.
Whether this is a planned change or a reaction to Mikel's injury, you never know, but it's definitely the end of his afternoon, isn't it? He looks really groggy as he makes his way off the pitch, and let's hope that it's not too serious and it doesn't keep him out for too long.
Well, certainly looking after him as he comes off, and obviously there's a cut, but it looks like it's above the eye or around the eye area. It shouldn't keep him out of the game for more than possibly 10 days or so. But if it's a cheekbone, then he'll be out a bit longer. And Jose just trying to work out with the medical staff if he's definitely not coming back. And there's...
Oh well, it's not Mikel who's coming off,
so,
it's Mo Salah.
Yeah, so you feel that Mikel might be coming back, maybe a couple of stitches in a cut just above the eye or around the eye area, and John Obi Mikel will come back.
Or, I guess the other option is Cesc Fabregas is also preparing to come on, is that he will take Mikel's place.
Yeah, I think William was going to come on anyway for Salah. Obviously, Cesc has now brought up very, very quickly to come onto the field of play. And we'll just sit in alongside Ramirez.
We'll have to wait a little longer. Billy Knott's back onto the pitch now. Chelsea playing with 10 at the moment. Now that change does happen. Fabregas making his first FA Cup appearance for Chelsea. In the competition with Arsenal in 2005.
Well, one of the worries, of course, with Fabregas is that he wasn't expected to come on the field of play, so not warmed up. So he's going to take a few minutes to get into that sort of peace of mind that he's fully warmed up. So hopefully he doesn't pull any muscle in the short period before that.
Palm off in the face of Didier Drogba, which might spell trouble for the offender Andrew Davis.
There's an arm across his chest and face at the same time, and I'm surprised the linesman's looking right down the line. He doesn't wave his flag at all. Certainly is a foul for me, and that's about all. Here we see it again. Ball off Didier's chest. There we see the arm in the face. It's a foul. He's not thrown the elbow, but it's just a foul for me. The referee got it right.
It's Fabregas' first involvement.
Just tend to feel Fabregas will bring a sort of calming influence to that midfield, maybe. Slow the ball down, quicken it up when he wants to, take control of the situation. It's a shame for John that he's had to go off the field of play, but good player to bring on is Fabregas.
Cahill.
Looks at the moment though, Oscar's sitting in deeper with maybe Fabregas and Ramirez pushing a little bit further forward, so maybe Oscar's been asked to play a little bit deeper, but I expect that to rotate anyway.
Oscar looking out to the left to Azpilicueta, good control, great pass. Remy. Willian. Oscar. Fabregas had made a run, then was offside. He's not now though, and he's got it back to Oscar. Could have done better.
Yeah, I think he tried to make the goalkeeper think he was going for the other post. He went trying to go near post and drags his shot somewhat, but good movement. And again, Fabregas straight away getting involved. Lovely little back heel to Oscar. Doesn't get the contact he's looking for, but it looks a little bit better, a little bit brighter, a little bit more confidence in their passing. Probably needed to beat his man there or get a better angle, Oscar. Tight sometimes in that position, but probably needed just to do a little bit more on the ball.
Christensen looking for Drogba again. Davis fouling him. He doesn't think so. And that bit of back chat is going to earn him a ticking off from the referee.
Again, he's come over the top. Drogba suggested he's putting his elbow in his face, which we saw just a few minutes ago, and Didier not impressed with his aggressiveness. Again, I suppose at League One level sometimes you get away with these situations. Well, Premier League you don't. And in the FA Cup he's a Premier League referee.
Fabregas, great ball in. Oh, Drogba thought for a moment he was going to make it 3-1.
A big chance, wasn't it, for Didier? Good contact with the ball from the header. A little bit of aggression in there as well, and lets Davis know he's around. Just steers it a little bit too close to the keeper. Either side, it's in.
Come for Stead here. Good defending from Christensen. Maybe had more to do than he anticipated today, Andreas Christensen, but he's played well.
I think he's got better and better, and that's understandably so, regarding the nervousness he must be feeling. And I think he's got better as he's got to grips, and also of course we often see him play at centre back at under 21s, and under 19s and 18s, so playing full-back is different for him.
Well, chance for the equaliser, and it's turned in. Unbelievable. It's the former Chelsea man, Philippe Moraes, who's made it Chelsea 2, Bradford 2, with 15 minutes to go.
Well, it's an absolutely incredible situation. So many mistakes at that near post. We say get to the ball first. We really don't deal with the first one. The second one just gets helped on. Cech makes a decent save in the middle of all this. There's the first flick. There's the second one, just helped goalwards. Cech makes the save. It ricochets nice and kindly for Felipe Moraes. And it's an easy, tidy finish for him. But poor marking at that near post. Not dealt with. And well, he's unlucky, Cech, because he's made a good save there. Nothing he can do with the follow-up. All to do.
Incredible stuff. Frustrated when he didn't get on here against Huddersfield in the third round in 2006. He's made his mark at Stamford Bridge now, and there's an immediate response. And it is to bring Eden Hazard on for Loic Remy.
I think that's a positive move by Jose, and you can understand why. And this wee man can get us a goal, score a goal, make a goal. We need to get in the ball as much as we possibly can. But Mark, the last thing I suppose we need is a replay.
Will be at Valley Parade on Tuesday the 3rd of February, 7:45 UK time. At the moment, that's what's going to happen. Chelsea have got less than 15 minutes to find a winner. Bradford have got likewise, but here are Chelsea on the front foot. Almost Hazard's first involvement. Got to say they deserve the equaliser, haven't you?
Well, I think so. I think they deserve to be on level terms with us. You know, we've not done enough in front of goal for me, but they certainly have looked dangerous at times, especially with balls into the box, crosses, corners, as we see, long throw-ins.
Oscar. Chelsea corner.
Well, I think it's time that we stepped up again. It's all about the measure of a team. Have they got the capability of raising the ante again?
Willian hammered it, came off Stead. Ramirez. "13 successive home wins before today for Chelsea. Surely Bradford aren't going to be the team to bring that run to a halt. Willian. It's come for Christensen. Here's Fabregas. Hazard. No flag against Fabregas here. Willian.
Well, it's pressure from Chelsea, and they've got to sustain this and see if Bradford have got the capabilities of keeping us out. It's a good period at the moment, but we need it to continue.
Ramirez. Didier Drogba. And still Drogba. Williams kicks it away. Bradford can't get it away. Here's Eden Hazard. Can't find any room. Giving it back to Willian. And Hazard again. Teasing ball in, but just too close to Williams.
It's amazing how we are able to up the ante. Obviously the substitution of Eden Hazard and Willian made a big difference. Cesc Fabregas, of course, as well, who's got involved in a lot of attacking play going forward, but at the moment Bradford standing strong.
That's Piliqueta. Hazard. Ramirez trying to just barge his way through. Well, that's risky from Hansen. Williams won't thank him for it, but he dealt with it well, the goalkeeper. You can't help but admire this effort from Bradford City.
Well, the resolve has been absolutely terrific, hasn't it? All credit to them. Well, we probably haven't played at our best, but we've still had to come back from two goals down, and we've done that well. Many teams would have crumbled at that stage.
Billy Knott's afternoon is over. He gets a great ovation as he makes his way off. And it's Mark Yates, the former Spurs youngster who scored against Dartford in round 2, who's going to come on for the last knockings.
Well, it's an occasion for Billy Knott to remember, isn't it? After spending a lot of his youth days at Chelsea. Put in a good performance, has worked hard for his team.
Davis free kick. Could be a break on here if Willian can get there. What a great tackle that was to stop that from happening. Dabbed up by Christensen, headed back by Davis. Here's Hansen.
Well, just under 10 minutes to go. Maybe a chance still there for Chelsea. Of course, at this moment in time, I wonder if Bradford are thinking they can actually win the game.
Stead. Here's Derby. Bradford look just as likely to win this as Chelsea do. Great ball into John Stead. Can he turn here, Stead? He's teed it up instead! Oh my goodness! This is just extraordinary. Bradford City have taken the lead. It's Andy Halliday who scored it, and this would be one of the biggest shocks in FA Cup history. Chelsea 2, Bradford 3. From 2-0 down, they are 3-2 up.
Well, it's absolutely incredible, isn't it? I mean, it's a well-worked goal, isn't it? John Stead gets in good position just to lay the ball up. But what a finish. Calmly just steers it goalwards. There's pace on the ball back to him, and he puts it in the back of the net with simplistic ease. I mean, it's a lovely, lovely finish. Having said that, well, Chelsea's defenders never usually this open to opportunities for other teams. And Bradford have taken their chances.
And Chelsea have got 8 minutes plus add-ons to try and rescue this.
Well, it seems strange, Matt, but that's what you're saying. It's a rescue job. We need everybody at their game now, 100%, as we know they're capable of doing, but it's very difficult to lift yourself yet again. But Chelsea have got to do it.
Could have got 25-1 on Bradford to win at the start of the day.
No good telling me now, Matt.
Still time. Drogba. Here's Ramirez. And still, clever play. Hazard.
I think if we're patient with our attacking, I think we'll get another chance.
Fabregas up to Zuma. Oh, Drogba's missed it. What an opportunity.
Yeah, flick on by Zuma, and Drogba just misses out the opportunity of just steering it into goal. It's a late chance for him. It's a snapshot of a header. Well worked by Fabregas. Great running from deep. I just think with our passing that we're capable of it. I think what you'll see from Bradford, as we saw a few moments ago, that if we shape up to shoot on a few occasions, you'll get bodies trying to block everything. They'll dive in, they'll commit or over-commit themselves. And that's where we just got to be a little bit cute, a little bit patient. Those chances might still come. We've got 7 minutes plus injury time. There's still time for us to do that.
Now Bradford have got a free kick.
Oh, poor challenge by Ramirez, giving the ball away. And of course, Bradford will try and waste as much time as they possibly can, and who will blame them?
Jose Mourinho said it would be a disaster if Chelsea lost this game. That is what is going to happen at the moment. Fabregas, who can get Chelsea out of this hole here? Time for a hero. Willian. Oscar. There'll be a sense of urgency about the play now. Clock is against Chelsea. Willian. Ramirez, great ball that. And he's pulled it back for Zuma, and he's blasted it over. Not the player Chelsea would have chosen the chance to fall to, but he probably should have scored.
Well, he's got to hit the target, and any bit of pace on the ball here, it hits the target, it's a goal all the way. Fabulous play by Ramirez, but as you say, Matt, forced to a strike, a centre-back playing in the striker's role, has been pushed forward and blasts it well over the top. It's not even close.
5 minutes to go. I think we'll get maybe, you might even get 5 of stoppage time actually, because of that Mikel injury.
Well, that's what I feel. There's going to be some more chances before the end of the game. The question is, if there are chances like that, we've got to take them.
Christensen. Fabregas looking for Drogba. Easy to defend that ball. That's where Manchester City heading out the way things stand too. But that's against a team looking for promotion to the Premier League, not promotion to the Championship. As I said, this has got to rank up there with the biggest cup upsets in recent memories if it happens. Bradford going to make another change here, and it's the man who's the hero at the moment, Andy Halliday, who's making way. Maybe not a surprise they're throwing on an extra defender, the Frenchman, Christopher Routis. Well, Halliday may very well have his name in the headlines in tomorrow morning's papers.
Well, you can understand the change, can't you? Bring on an extra defender, understandably so. You just want bodies in there, going to have to defend for their lives over the next 4 minutes and possibly 5 minutes of injury time. So the defenders go in there and just do their job and try and clear on every occasion. It's a disappointment from Jason's point of view. He'd be disappointed with the defending, but to go out of the FA Cup, be massively disappointed for everybody concerned.
Zuma, well, he's done really well there to find Drogba. I'm afraid that rather sums up Drogba's afternoon.
Well, good covering around the back though in the end. Oh, hamstring gone. Chance up for Chelsea.
Hazard, but Chelsea aren't going to put it out. Bradford playing with 10 at the moment. Christensen. Who's it going to break for? It's Hazard. Can't get it out his feet. Eden Hazard. And eventually it is smacked away so the injured player can get some treatment.
Well, people keep saying about this, putting the ball out. I don't think you need to. I think it's an obvious reason why he's gone. And this will add more time at the end of the game. And well, they've had their substitutions, Matt, haven't they? So down to 10 men if this is a hamstring, because he won't be able to play on. Just wonder if it might be a touch of cramp, maybe.
Do still have one change left, Bradford.
Yeah, looks like he's going to come on as well, but the fans are obviously elated by the situation. You can understand why. A lot of them have travelled for this game today.
It's Billy Clark who's going to come on, taking the place of Moraes, who's stricken but who's scored. Clark is coming back from a month on the sidelines after a knee injury.
And can we get something out of this game? As I say, Matt, I'm not so sure about the word hero, but we do need someone to step forward. Got the quality out there.
Willian, maybe saved is a better word. Somebody needs to stop Chelsea going out the FA Cup here. Fabregas up to Zuma. Keeper's come a long way here. Got a fist on it.
Great punch, done ever so well there, but good ball in, good touch on by Zuma.
Christensen, Willian. Hazard. Final minute of the 90. Hazard past one. Needs some help here. Oscar. Christensen. Fabregas. Look at the wall of Bradford players. Ramirez up against Derby. And still Ramirez. That was optimistic.
I just think he's trying to hook this one back and into the danger zone. Doesn't quite get his foot wrapped quite around it.
7 added minutes. Phil Parkinson is absolutely furious. He's taking the note off the fourth official, asking where he's got it from. We've got to be careful. He and his assistant were sent to the stands against Millwall in the replay.
Well, we did say 5, didn't we? And since then there's been another substitution. We can understand why there's 7 minutes. It's a long time and certainly gives Chelsea a chance.
7 minutes that will feel like 70 to Bradford, and will tick by far too quickly for Chelsea unless they can get the equaliser soon. Here's Stead. This is Eden Hazard.
It's a bad challenge. It's a yellow card. Thankfully Hazard's okay. Well, it's going to be relentless, isn't it? Last 7 minutes. Just non-stop football from us, hopefully with a chance to get back on level terms.
Brilliant. Back from Hazard. Willian! Oh, just the position he scored from against Watford in the last round.
Well, we've got the ability, haven't we? And we know Willian's capable of putting it in the top corner. Gets inside well up from his couple of markers and manages to get a shot away on target. Or sorry, just off target. If it's on target, I don't think the goalkeeper saves this, but it's another chance or half chance that we've missed.
Stead. Well, they can kill it here, Bradford, maybe. Clark's heading for the corner flag. Still 5 minutes of stoppage time left. You have to stay there for a long while. Chelsea free kick. Willian. Ramirez did really well to get anything on that.
Did do well. He's gone for an exhibition ball there. Willian really didn't need to. Hanson's down as well for Bradford, but I'm sure a lot of that's tiredness.
Bill Parkinson on the cusp of an amazing, amazing achievement. Yates. Stead. Oh, Yates, this'll finish it. 4-2. What can you say about this? Chelsea were 2-0 up and cruising in this match. They've conceded 4 goals to the team's 6th in League One and are going out of the FA Cup in the 4th round.
Well, it's a delightful bit of football, and I must say that John Stead has been central to everything that has gone forward for Bradford City today. He's been terrific. He holds the ball up so well, but it's the running off the ball. You know, nobody goes with him. He gets a good first touch in good space, no chance for Petr Cech, and it's again a super little finish. Mark Yates, the substitute, who's just come on with a good opportunity for his team, and well, finishes it with aplomb, in front of the Bradford fans, and that is game over.
Speechless.
Well, it's something we're not used to here at Stamford Bridge, let alone away from home, but surprising that against opposition. Of course, we know what the headlines will be tomorrow.
Hazard. The kick's gone Bradford's way. Well, it ramps up the importance of Tuesday night's semi-final against Liverpool here.
Certainly does. Makes that such a big occasion, doesn't it? And always disappointing to go out of the FA Cup, but to lose at home, and to lose this season's record as well. Everything about it will be disappointing.
There's Piliqueta. Where have Chelsea lost this game, in your opinion? Or has it just been that Bradford have been good?
I think we have to give them some credit. Their work rate has been phenomenal, well organised. I think we've been a victim of poor decisions at times, but our passing's not been at the level that we feel it should be.
City now 2 down, but this is the story of the day. It's the story of the season in a lot of ways. Kurt Zouma needs some help.
Yeah, and of course it's Kurt Zouma who's down, but of course any time you get beat or go out of a competition, it's how you bounce back. We've got a great opportunity against one of our fiercest rivals on Tuesday against Liverpool in a semi-final competition. So we've got a chance to redeem some of the faith. But we have to give some credit to Bradford. It's been their day today.
First time Chelsea have conceded 3 or more goals to a team from a lower division in this competition since 1991.
It looks like Zouma might have landed awkwardly and just turned an ankle in that collision. Coming off the pitch, but we'll go straight back on.
Piliqueta's going to smack it long. Again, it goes for the Bradford free kick.
And foul by Oscar, just pushing players out of the way to give Gary Cahill a free run at the ball. Referees don't miss things like that very often.
Final thoughts?
Well, first one's huge disappointment, of course. Getting knocked out of the FA Cup against anybody is disappointing, but I suppose you have to say the nature of the team we're playing against, without being disrespectful, but give them some credit for the performance that they put in. But well, there's always going to be criticism when you let 4 goals in at home.
Listen to that noise from the away supporters. Chelsea